Hi, third graders. Happy Monday, November 30th. It is the last day of November. Tomorrow it is going to be the start of December, and I am very excited because this is one of my favorite months because I celebrate Christmas and I just love Christmas so much. Usually I decorate the classroom for when all of you are here at school, but this year I haven't since it's just me and Midnight hanging out, and I just haven't gotten into the spirit of Christmas yet. Anyway, I hope that you had a fantastic Thanksgiving that was just last week and that you got to eat lots of good food. So one of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving is eating all the wonderful food. So today we are going to start kind of the next part of distance learning. So the last 2 weeks you've been doing the learning bundles, and I hope that went well for you. I know it was a little confusing with what you need to do for class and what you need to do for me. And then now we're starting the one where there's going to be videos being posted and you can video chat with your teachers. I'm going to lean over here and grab a couple of them real quick. We can video chat with your teachers, and if possible. Otherwise, we'll be posting videos like this one where you can just watch the video and learn, listen, and do the work through the video. So if you want a video chat with me where we can meet and talk, let me know and we can set up a time. If you just want to keep doing the videos, that's fine as well. I would like to check in with each of you at least once a week though, so find a time that you can meet with me. Now, we are going to get started on our checklist for today. You're going to see, I'm doing this on a different camera, and you're going to see kind of like twist and turn down to some paper, and I'll twist and turn back up to me when I can. But I'm going to twist and turn down to your checklist for today. So here is your checklist for Monday, November 30th. Math you'll do with your math teachers, and then reading is with me, obviously. So first one on there is find a good fit book and read for 20 minutes. Just read, find a book. You can read to someone else, you can read a stuffed animal, read to your pet, just read to yourself for 20 minutes. Next, watch the reading video for November 30th. That's for your classroom teacher. So whoever your classroom teacher is, you're going to go into their Google Classroom, that's what the GC stands for, and watch theirs. Watch the SPED third grade reading video for November 30th. That's the one you're currently watching. Way to go. We've got one done. You can cross it off. Now we're going to go on to the phonics portion. So this is our word family packet. And that is the one that, if I could find what I'm doing, I just had it, and then now my brain is going kaput. And let me grab it real quick for us. So you're going to go into your learning bundle, and you're going to grab the word family packet. And this one is for, oh my gosh, everyone, my brain is really done right now. Oh, because it's underneath. Ooh. You're going to go in, and we're going to get the word family packet, and it looks like this. I am so sorry about all that. I had it underneath my schedule. So we're going to work on the word family packet. This is 4 pages, and you can see that all of the pages are dated, so 10/30, 11/30. Whew. And we're going to work with the AT and AP family. Before we get started on this, I would like you to grab a piece of paper or a whiteboard if you have it. And here's my whiteboard. We're going to practice writing the letter A. So on my paper, you can see that I have the top, bottom, and the middle dotted line to kind of help me. Now, if your paper does not have this, say you have the normal paper that looks like this, that's fine as well. I'll show you an example on the notebook and an example on this one. And I am really sorry about this glare going on here. So, if I were to write the letter A, I start at the middle line. I'm not going to start at the top. I'm not going to start below or kind of in between. For the A, it's in the middle of the lines. And I start at the middle. And what I do is I come around like I'm making a C. So if you see, I'm making something similar to a C. But I don't stop there. I go back up and meet where I originally started. Now I have an O. But an A doesn't look like an O. An A has that little tail, and you can either go straight down or you can kind of do a little tail. So if you watch me again, I'm going to do one without pausing. I start at that middle line, come around like a C, but I make it the O, and then I can either come straight down or make a little tail. Now I know some of you go like that, but we're going to try and not do that way anymore. I want us to start that middle, come around and down. I want you to practice on your paper or your whiteboard and write 5 A's. While you get started, if you want to get started because you have line paper like this, you can. Otherwise, you can wait 1 second while I show you an example of an A on a notebook. So here's my lines. I'm not going to start at the top. Remember, it starts in the middle. Now, I don't have dotted lines on here, but I can guess. The middle's right about here. And I'm going to come around, down, and make that tail. Or come around, meet up, straight down. Either one works. I can kind of zoom this in a little bit for you there. There we go. So you're going to come meet in the middle. I'm not at the top, and I'm not super small. Right in the middle, make an A. A lowercase a is not as big as like a T or an H. So if I were to write the word hat, my H starts at the top, my A is in the middle, my T is tall. So see the difference, because sometimes when we write, we like to write kind of like that. But that is not what we're looking for anymore. I really want you to focus on that short A. So write a few A's, practice on your paper. Now, you can pause the video, but I'm going to keep going. So once you have your A's practice, I want you to write hat with those tall letters, short letter, and another tall letter. Okay? Now the A that we're working for, so if we had gone back to our word families packets, we are working with words that end with AT, and my T is kind of cut off here, AT and AP. These are short A sounds. I'm going to twist my camera back up real quick. So the short A sound. Now that is not saying its name, A. That's a long A. We want A, like k, at, cat, a short A. So if we look at the first word right here, that is k, at, cat. All of our A's in our packet for today, there's 4 pages, all of our A's are short A's that make that A sound. You might sound a little crazy right now, but I want you to just go A, and you can kind of see how my mouth is working with this, A. It's not saying its name. I'm not going Kate, that's a different word. We would need that bossy E on the end to make that happen. That short A, because there's no bossy E making it say its name. You can't see. There's no bossy E at the end making it say its name. So it's at. So now go around the house. Don't make your family go crazy and do that. So you are going to work on this packet. I'm going to kind of describe it, but I'm not going to go through and do everything with you because I know that you can do a lot of this independently. I'm just going to describe what you need to do on each page. And then if you need more help, you can let me know and we can meet separately and do some work together. So I'm going to go back on down. For the first page, like I said, there's 4 pages. This first page, we have the words here that you're going to need to read. We already did the first word, k, at, cat. Now, all of these have that same A sound, so you can sound out at, fat, app, nap. Okay? And you can see these end with the same sounds, and same with these, AT and AP. On the bottom, there's these pictures. You're going to need to cut these out and then glue them on the correct word. So I said this was at, cat. Where's the cat down here? You would need to find the cat. That's certainly not a cat. That's not a cat. Right there. So I'm going to cut these out and I would glue the cat up in the box that says cat. And you're going to go through and do that with all of these. Then on the next page, this one is going to have a little bit more reading to do. This one you're going to read the sentence. But I know you know a lot of these words, like the, and we just said this, cat is fat. The cat is fat. And then on the bottom, I love this picture. That's why I'm really excited to show this one. Which one shows a fat cat? This one. And if anyone has seen my cat, this would be like a picture of my cat, because my cat is a little bit fat. So you're going to read all of these words and then cut and glue the pictures out. So you're going to cut these out and glue them in the correct box again. So read your sentence, cut out the pictures, and glue them in. It's going to be a lot of cutting and gluing for some of these. The next page, this one has no cutting and gluing. I'm giving you a little bit of a break. You are going to do the circle and sort. So what you do is you're looking for those words that end with AM and AP. So, Pam had the jam. Ooh, do I see any that end with AM or AP? Well, yes, I do. So I'm going to circle Pam, and I'm going to circle jam. And then what I do is I write them on my lines. Pam. I'm going to switch colors so you can see maybe a little bit better. And jam. And you can see I have my short A's there. You can't see because I'm not zoomed in. I've got my short A's. Pam is a name, and that is why it's a tall P. And then you're going to go through and do that again. So I tap on Sam. Do I see any that I can circle? And I'm going to circle the ones and then write them. Are they an AM or an AP words? And I'm going to write them in the correct column. Okay? The last page for our phonics is this one. And what you do is you read it again. The cat is fat. Then you trace the letters. I'm only going to do one because I think you understand what you need to do. I really did a bad job tracing that. And then what you do is once you trace it all, you write it on the line. And you're going to do the whole sentence. I'm only doing the first word. So you're going to write it on the line, trying to get those short letters short and tall letters tall. Okay? So that is what we're going to do for phonics today. Now, the next thing on your checklist for today is, zoom. So we did the phonics. So you cross that off once you finish it. Then reading. We have a little story about author's purpose. I'm going to switch it back up to me. So, author's purpose tells us why the author wrote the story. So kind of like, why would someone write this, and what is it kind of telling you? So maybe the author wrote, so we think about the Grinch, the story The Grinch. That one is a funny story that the author wrote to entertain us. It's not true and giving us facts and information. They're not trying to convince us to do something else. They're just giving us a funny story to entertain us. Now, entertaining stories can be scary. They can be sad. They can be happy. They can be funny. And some are for entertainment, just to be a story to be told. Then there are stories that might give us facts about something. So maybe this is a story about the history of the United States. And that would say it started in this year, these are the number of states, and just give us facts and information. It's an informational story that's just kind of teaching us something. And lastly that we can kind of talk about is to persuade us. So that they might be trying to convince us of something, like, oh, you need to go buy an iPhone because they are the best ever and they can make the most phone calls and connect to internet the best. I don't know. But they might be giving you this story to persuade you to do something or to believe something. Or I read a story to 4th grade the other day that was a child writing a letter about you need to get bike lanes because they're safer, and we almost got hit by a car, and like giving us this information to kind of persuade the readers, and the mayor in this case, to put in bike lanes on the roads. So we are going to read a story today, and it's going to be your job to find the author's purpose and kind of some details that tell us what's going on. So I'm going to turn my thingy back around. You can see me go upside down for a second. And our story today is called Be a Good Sport. So here's the date, Monday, 11:30, so you can see we are doing the correct one. And these are all in your bundles, all packaged together, so you should be able to find it in order of the days that you need to do it. So I'm going to turn this a little bit. So I'm going to read this. Do you like to play sports? It is important to be a good sport when you play games. People who are good sports listen to the rules. They treat their team and other teams well. So like if they lose a game, or if they win a game, they're not going, ha ha, you lost to the other team. They're going, hey, you played well, like still being supportive and friendly. When you play a game, you need to do your best. Doing your best is part of being a good sport. Listen to the coach and what they say to do. Try to be happy when the other team is winning. Be a good sport if you win. You can be happy with your team, but do not brag. If you lose, do not get mad. Shake hands with the other team after the game. Tell them they did a good job. Being a good sport helps everyone have fun. So, what is the author's purpose for writing this story? What are they trying to get us to do? I want you to think. Maybe say it out loud, tell someone around you. So the author's purpose for this one is to convince us to be a good sport. So tell us you can pause the video to write this, but I'm going to continue on in case some people chose to write their own answer. But you can definitely pause these videos as much as you need to. So what sentence from that story supports the author's purpose? So which sentence up here could we highlight or underline that tells us that it is important to be a good sport? So if I read, do you play sports? Does that have anything that's saying you need to be a good sport? It is important to be a good sport when you play the game. Is that kind of fitting with this? If you said yes, that would be the correct answer. All I want you to do for number 2 is to underline. Okay? I'm not going to make you rewrite that whole thing. So just underline the sentence. Perfect. And number 3, what is another reason the author gives to prove the author's purpose? So, what is something else they say that is like a reasoning that you should be a good sport? Does it, what's another reason he gives to prove the author's purpose? Oh, what are some reasons, like being happy, not getting mad? So you can kind of put any of those. Like you should be nice to other people. Whoops. I'm going to say not get mad. So do not get mad. And you can pause there so you can see my screen and then hit play when you are ready to move on. I'm going to turn this back around. So that is day 1 of what you need to do for me in our reading bundle. There is one last task on your checklist for reading, and that is to begin your quarantine memory booklet. And if I can grab mine real quick, So it is this one right here. And you just need to decorate the cover, okay? And then decorate the cover however you want, make it as pretty in the special, it says type here, but write your name in this box right here. And then on this page, make a list of the types of places that are closed. So you're gonna just write out some places that are closed, maybe like a restaurant, or I heard someone say the bowling alley, they were pretty bummed the bowling alley was closed, or school, because right now you're not at school. So you can just write out on here some places that are closed or limited because of the quarantine. Then you can move on to your other classes. If you need help with any of the other classes or need more help with the reading, just let me know. Comment in classroom, email me, call me, and we can video chat and I can help you with anything you need. Like I said, I have the whole packet here, so I can definitely help with like science, social studies, specials, math, but I'm here to help you if you need me. Keep up the great work. Sorry this video is a little long, but you're all amazing and fantastic and wonderful, and I miss you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.